Titles you should play.
Welcome to the third edition of Titles You Should Play! The game in the background is the incredibly fun to play Lily Pad Drifters. It was only yesterday that I finally played, rated and gave feedback to the 200th game this game jam. 200 out of more than 3000. Imagine how many underrated pearls go undetected by the other participants every Ludum Dare with that many entries. Strangely enough, this is one of the very reasons that kept me going, finding that one hipster choice. That one mind-blowing game that no one but yourself and the creator seem to know about. That being said, none of the following games I cover today went unnoticed, thankfully. Going unnoticed is the MO in I Was Busy Being Dead though. Its pleasant art style and easy to grasp gameplay may make you think it was a proper commercial game. The polish on this is astonishing. Basically, you are a ghost haunting this house and bewitching the objects you can find in it to spook its guests to death. As the game progresses, it's also getting a lot more hectic as every guest is less spookable than the last one, and with more possible objects to take over, the chances the living will either choose an object that is working as intended or find out about your presence increases as well. One thing is certain with this game, you will be busy being dead. Death and decay surrounds this Hyperloop train adventure. As soon as you step outside of it, the quirky chit-chat comes to a screeching halt as the atmosphere changes dramatically to a dark, creepy and mysterious quest to bring your chosen high-tech means of transportation back on track again. Preferably with all 5 passengers still within the realms of the living. Not that it would be a requirement to win at this game, however. Different from similar exploration games, your lives are literally the lives of the 5 protagonists. If you mess things up in your current run, the person you just played as will remain dead while you go on to play as the next passenger. While this could be seen as nothing but a nice gimmick, in my opinion it really gives weight to your actions and makes it so that every person's run tells a slightly different story. Your next travel destination? Hyperloop. Feel free to make yourself comfortable and bond with fellow passengers. In the game Rim, you'll find yourself in a very different kind of bind. While it is on the shorter side of games this game jam, it most certainly isn't in terms of genius that went into the making of it. Your character is trapped in a rim loop. Within this looping 2D layer, your goal is to find a scissor that cuts the band. At this point, my mind got blown. You are now in control of the rim in a 3D environment, looking for even more bands to add to your length. As soon as you connect to another rim, you switch again to a short 2D adventure and search for another scissor. I am a fan of 2D and 3D, but a lot of games sadly only use it as a stylistic device and don't implement it as a cardinal gameplay principle. Rim, though, does this masterfully and leaves me wanting for more. Get ensnared by the wonderfully executed world of Rim. Ever found yourself enthralled by a beat and wanted to make it a full track? Stuck in a Loop Station emulates this very process of seemingly never-ending trials until you finally get something that clicks with its music-based puzzles. The learning curve on this is just at the right level to make it rather captivating than frustrating, and getting a more and more refined soundtrack the further you progress is a fantastic way to keep you motivated on your journey. The best thing? As soon as you finish the puzzle, you are greeted with a digital loop station, inviting you to experiment with beats and maybe come up with a new prototype for a song. That's still not all. Make a screenshot of your finalized track and send it to the creators, and they may recreate the song and upload it. Little things like that makes the community feel so engaged. Love it when there's this interactive human element to these games. Press F to clap for this great piece of musical experimentation. Press Q to kill the other, or A, or S, or W, or D, it depends really. Another is a simple, quick and slick reaction game with gorgeous presentation. The background story may remind one of the reoccurring Chaos Kampf motif found in a lot of origin stories of mythologies and religions. You play as the other and try to dodge the merciless attacks of the first until a window of opportunity opens up, at which point you can fight back the floating monster with ever-growing appendages. Winning the game has this intriguing implication of being now in the role of your former enemy. Even more than with other titles, I feel my narration or shown gameplay is not nearly enough to represent the beauty of simplicity found in this game, so I'd really encourage you to just give it a try. Not just another game, it's another. I hate myself. Wow, the Ludum Dare is over very soon. It's so awesome to be able to dream along with all these talented people and see their visions manifest in video game form. If your game still didn't make it, don't worry, I may cover it post-LD, as there's just so many more spotlights to give. Don't know if that's as effective as producing these videos while the event is running, but it would feel super unfair to not praise a lot of these games still on my list. So I guess see you next week! Bye!